The Dallas Mavericks have taken a 2-1 series edge over the Oklahoma City Thunder in a very physical Game 3. Hey everyone, this is Spectator Sports. I'm Sebastian Fonseca here to recap Game 3. If you guys like Spectator Sports and you want to help us grow, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you want to get clips from the NBA or other sports that we cover, we have that here on YouTube. You can get it on our playlist, or if you like it on TikTok and Instagram, we have it on those platforms as well. All links are in the description, and let's get into the action. Game 3 was another physical game between the Thunder and Mavericks. We've seen throughout this whole series that these two teams are going to get after it. Players are playing a little bit beyond the whistle. We're seeing people die for loose balls, and this is what playoff basketball is. It's beautiful to see. I'm very impressed with the Thunder so far. I think SGA has been excellent, very worthy of being an MVP this year. The thing is with him, he's a 6'6" shooting guard, and we don't see that anymore in the league, where it's more like taller forwards that are 6'8", 6'9" with long wingspans, and then you have the miniature point guards, but a nice 6'6" shooting guard who has ability to have a jump shot outside the paint, but also get to the paint and have like kind of a stop, pop, turn around, fade away, or a pull-up mid-range jump shot. We don't see that much in the league anymore, but SGA has that very well into his game. For most part, he was excellent, but kind of was quiet in the fourth quarter when you really needed him, and I thought he has to make up for that in Game 4. He got a little bit too out of control with the ball in the paint, got a couple offensive fouls, especially with that off-arm elbow to the face we've seen a few times. Gotta be better than that. I thought Jalen Williams, after that ankle injury, he was a little bit up and down, but hopefully he'll be healthy for Game 4, but we need a little bit more from him. Chet, he's gonna be a phenomenal player in this league, absolutely beast protecting the rim, but yet again, there's times that they're leaving him open and just not making him pay, and needs to be better at finishing around the rim, but he's working on that. Remember, he's just a rookie. Again, the minutes for Gordon Hayward and Josh Giddey are kind of strange. We only saw 3 from Gordon Hayward, but I think still Josh Giddey, while he was a little better in that third quarter, needs to probably take a step back because it's just not really working. He only hit 1 out of 4 3-pointers in this game, just not enough production out of your starting point guard. And that's where I think the Mavs just have that significant advantage, because while Luka maybe not at his best, and this entire postseason run he's been banged up with ankle injuries, a knee injury, taking hard collisions, especially in Game 3 where he was going for loose balls. He landed very, very hard. He was down on the ground for several minutes, but got back up. It's gonna be concerning because he still has about a month left if the Mavs want to go all the way. So let's see how long he can sustain this type of punishment, because he's already very banged up, and like he said, everything hurts at this point in the postseason. But the credit is that he made impacts in this game outside of just his scoring. He was great at rebounding, 15 rebounds and 3 out of Dallas's 15 offensive rebounds, and that is the difference in this game. When you get outmanned on the glass, +7 overall, but then +9 offensive boards, that's extra possessions and extra physicality, extra force, and that's what the Mavericks have been doing throughout this series against the Thunder especially. I've seen that PJ Washington has ascended into a solid third star for the Mavericks, while playing in a smaller market in Charlotte, it's been up and down for him, but he has been very good in this last couple of games. 29 points, including 7 3-pointers in Game 2, but we see in Game 3 he was a little bit more than just getting catch and shoot 3-pointers. He still knocked down 5, but he was getting into the paint. He opened up his scoring with a ferocious dunk. He was slashing to the rim. He got a couple of short jumpers in the lane as well. I thought he's more dynamic than what we've seen from him in the past, and I'm excited that he's finally getting a moment to shine in a playoff series like this. Kyrie Irving, I thought, was quiet in the first half, but in second half he really knows when to pick and choose his spots. So nice 6-0 run with a couple 3-pointers and a great 8-point fourth quarter, including an amazing left-handed floater to essentially ice the game for the Mavericks. And that's where I think they don't need Luka to be at his absolute best, but there are times that he absolutely is killing it, like we saw in game 2 and game 5 in the first round. But he has an adequate supporting cast. You get production from PJ, you get production from Kyrie, but then there's other guys as well. The two centers, Gafford and Lively Jr., they've been great on the offensive boards and just being consistent 8 to 10 points. And we're seeing Derrick Jones, his ability to switch on SGA on the perimeter, but also be kind of that weak side shot blocker. Need a little bit more from his offensive production. 1 for 10 isn't that great, but I will absolutely credit his defense in this series. Has been really, really good, especially out on the perimeter. And you also have Josh Green in certain moments as well, but Tim Hardaway Jr., a couple of threes in that second half really helped out the Mavs to build a lead that they would not relent. That's where I think we're asking a lot from this very young Thunder team. They're going to be here for years to come, and maybe it's just not their time, because remember that Jalen Williams is just in year 2, Chet Holmgren is a rookie, and this is SGA's first true run as the go-to option for the Thunder. So the Mavs have that veteran leadership, and they're in a 2-1 series edge right now, but still could be anyone's series. I expect SGA to come out firing on all cylinders. We might see a very aggressive approach from him game 4 to even up this series, because if you go down 3-1, it's very hard to come back from that. But the Thunder may not be too young for this, but it just may not be their time. But still holding out hope for a long series between these two.